As we age, the human body undergoes various changes, including in the digestive system, immune response, and metabolism. For the elderly, foods that once seemed perfectly safe can become triggers for health issues if not handled properly. One commonly overlooked habit is reheating food. In fact, not all foods are safe to reheat. Some can turn toxic or cause digestive infections if not treated correctly. On the other hand, certain foods must be reheated to ensure harmful bacteria are thoroughly killed before being consumed again. That's why understanding which foods can and cannot be reheated is a simple yet crucial step in protecting the health of older adults and preventing avoidable illnesses right from the kitchen. Let's talk about 3 types of food that should not be reheated, as doing so could actually pose health risks, especially for older adults, whose bodies are more vulnerable to foodborne toxins or infections. These foods contain certain compounds that can transform into harmful substances when exposed to repeated heat. In some cases, the reheating process can damage the food's natural nutrients and trigger the formation of toxic compounds, even if the food doesn't appear spoiled or rotten. That's why it's essential for seniors and their families to recognize these foods and get into the habit of cooking only what's needed, in order to avoid risks like nausea, stomach pain, or even food poisoning, often without realizing the source may be their own kitchen. 3 foods you should never reheat. 1. Spinach and leafy greens. Why? Vegetables like spinach, kale, and mustard greens contain nitrates. When reheated, these nitrates can convert into nitrosamines, compounds that are carcinogenic, cancer-causing. Solution: cook only as much as needed and consume immediately. 2. Boiled or fried eggs. Reheated eggs can cause digestive issues, especially in seniors with more sensitive stomachs. Risk: the proteins in eggs can break down and form toxic compounds if stored too long and reheated. 3. Cooked mushrooms. Mushrooms spoil easily and can become contaminated with bacteria when stored improperly and reheated. This can lead to nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. Tip: eat immediately after cooking. Avoid storing for more than 12 hours. White heavy checkmark. 3 foods you must reheat properly. 1. Cooked meat and chicken. Meat is a common breeding ground for bacteria like Salmonella or E. coli if not reheated properly, especially dangerous for the elderly. Advice: reheat thoroughly until the internal temperature reaches at least 70 degrees Celsius (160 degrees Fahrenheit). 2. White rice. Rice left at room temperature too long can harbor Bacillus cereus, a bacteria that survives the first cooking. Solution: store in the fridge and reheat until piping hot before eating again. 3. Soups and broths. Soups that are not reheated thoroughly can allow bacteria to thrive, especially those containing meat or vegetables. Tip: bring to a full boil until steam rises evenly throughout. Electric light bulb. Additional tips for seniors and their families: never leave cooked food at room temperature for more than 2 hours. Use sealed containers and store food in the refrigerator if you plan to eat it later. If you're unsure about the quality of stored food, it's better to throw it away than risk getting sick. Remember, in older age, the body needs extra protection. One way to provide that is through how we handle food. So, it's not just about what you eat, but also how it's prepared, that determines your quality of life in your golden years.